When I was in college, every single spring break, Christmas break, any kind of long weekends, summer breaks, you know where I went? I went to her house. She always had the coziest house. The like cold stone on your feet and big bulky curtains that made her home really cozy. And sometimes she had a fire going. And we'd stay up until the wee hours of the night, sharing stories and laughing and cuddling. And then we would sleep until noon. My whole childhood, my whole time through college and as a young adult, those are my fondest memories of my grandza. We spent quality time together. And we ate, because we love to eat. And we'd go to movies and do the things that made us so happy. And then, life happens, right? Get into my 30s, introduce her to my wife, and she's elated because she knows that I'm finally truly being me. And I'm super blessed. She gives me the best present I have ever received in my entire life. It's a ceramic raku, if you know what that is, of a woman's breasts that she had hanging on the wall of her home for my 35th birthday. The last time I would ever see her. She was taken from me when I was 36. And my life has never been the same. Sadness for sure. Trying to figure it all out. Whole nother thing. But accepting her death, I think, has been the hardest part. Everybody dies, right? But how someone lives and how someone dies, that'll blow your mind. Nobody expects to die the way my grandza died on April 14th of 2013. So 11 a.m., I got the call from my mom, who was hysterical, and I was driving in a snowstorm. When she told me to pull over, she had something to tell me, and I was like, I'm not pulling over, you just need to tell me. And she did. Accepting my grandza's death is probably the hardest thing for me to do. Don't know that I'll truly ever be able to accept it, because accepting is receiving something. It's consenting to what you are getting. And I just have a really hard time accepting the reality of my grandsa's death. And the hardest part is there's not a lot of closure when somebody dies this way. And I say that because people like DM, the person who committed this crime, gets a second chance at life. And my grandson will never get that. Granted, she lived a beautiful life. The good, the bad, the ugly. She had it, for sure. And I got to share it with her for 36 years. And I'm stoked that I had that grandza. That's a really hefty legacy to live up to. And I'm up for the challenge. But accepting DM for what he has done to our family, I had a little cough. Receiving the information back in 2014 of all the details, I wish I could say that my grandza didn't die this way. And at that point in my life, I made an intention. And that intention was to fight for her justice and for the justice of my mom and my brother and the rest of the family, the aunties, the cousins. My purpose in life is to make sure he never walks again. He can walk all day long in a cell. I'm okay with that. But I am tired of him. I just need to rest. I just need to know that Granza didn't die in vain. I do this for her. I do this for Granza because I knew her and I know her. And for me, I can actually feel her encouraging me to do this fight. So my intention is to keep him behind bars so that myself, my immediate family, can find some solitude and rest in her death. And come August 18th, DM will stand before an appellate court in the state of California. This is the final countdown. It's the final countdown. Seriously, this is it. This is it for me. The appellate court's either going to say yes or no. Literally, a yes or no. And if they say yes, that he can fall under this ridiculous bill, SB 1391, then he's out. He'll get out. And there's nothing I can do about it. If they rule in our favor, then peace. I am out. I don't have to do these crazy videos anymore. Nah, I will. Just because they're fun. I'm begging you to stand with me. Make a video. It's working. We are causing a stir in the Sacramento. We are causing an uproar for the right intention. Because if he stays behind bars, we will have some understanding of this judicial system actually working in our favor. Because right now, I don't get it. I don't get it. Understanding is having a sympathetic awareness. A sympathetic awareness. What we want, what the victims want, is for the law to be amended. SB 1391 is not terrible. It actually is pretty decent. But it's a blanket law. And when a blanket law, what that means, it's either black or white. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So no matter how heinous the crime or simple the crime, you can murder somebody or you can steal a car, you can shoot somebody, you can sell drugs. It doesn't matter because you're 14 or 15. So what we would like is this bill to be amended to have a fine line, a definition. What we'd like is there to be a disclaimer in this bill that states if a murder happens based on the type of murder, based on the acts, the instruments that were used, if torture or heinousness of a crime happens, if evisceration happens, that there are special circumstances where an individual has to be tried as an adult, no matter the age, especially if proven to be a psychopath with a 35.8 out of 40 on the Hare assessment. Just putting it out there. I'm done dealing with this piece of crap of a person. I don't want to. I don't want him to consume my life anymore. I'm ready to move on. And by asking you to make a video and stand in solidarity with Claudia and Chip and our entire family and friends of everybody you know what I'm saying? We need you. Please make a video. Please send it to me or Patty in a text, in an email. Tag us on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok. We need you because it is working. And on August 18th, we should have a judgment. Not mine. Mine would be stay behind bars. So please stand with us. I don't ever want anybody ever to go through what my family has gone through. There's my other intention. Nobody should have to go through this.